So, B&M brown bread. I haven't had this for years. My dad would have this a lot with baked beans, B&M baked beans, but we have since, I don't like baked beans of any type, but this is the style my wife likes. She likes this better than the B&M, but we're gonna have the brown bread. I'll be cooking some red hot dogs to go with my brown bread. And we'll see what this tastes like after so many years. So here we have the brown bread. Very hard trying to get it out of the container. So what I did was I used a thinner knife and I kept it as close to the can as I could and went all around it and then from the other side too. And then I used another can to push it through, and I got it finally. So here's what it looks like. Now the second ingredient in this is molasses. It's got rye flour, it's got some cornmeal and different things in it, but second ingredient is in fact molasses. We're going to try a piece of our brown bread. It's dense. If you want bread that tastes like molasses, this is definitely the thing to eat. I can remember eating this a lot as a kid. My dad was very much into baked beans. Later in life, he grew the type of beans he wanted to be in the baked beans. He made it often. That was after I left the house. He made it like too often. One of my younger brothers says he can't eat them just because he smelled them constantly when he was a kid. But, oh, back then, what are we talking about, the 60s? 70s? Baked bean suppers were a big thing. You'd go to the local Grange Hall or fire station or somewhere, and they would have a baked bean dinner. Well, usually we didn't go to those. You know, you had them in, you would have your own baked beans. Now they have them, and a lot of people go there, but they get anything but the baked beans. You know, they'll have pies and all these other really nice foods. And some people just don't like beans. I'll never forget, here I am a kid, volunteer fireman, and one of the old codgers, we were having a meeting in the fire station, talking about how we could raise money, you know, for equipment and stuff. Back then, it was all volunteer. And someone thought of, well, we should have a dinner. What should we have? And the old guy, you know, Mr. Sherman, he's kind of like, well, we have beans. They speak for themselves. Of course they do. After you eat them, they speak a lot sometimes. But very good. Here's half of it. You can see where I finagled trying to get it out, but it's quite heavy. But like I say, if you like molasses, you're definitely gonna like brown bread. Now, I don't know. It might not be in stores outside of New England. Who knows? You know what I think of immediately with this? I saw a video, but this guy wasn't using this particular can, but a Dakota fire pit. So what you do, you have two holes. And then, so way down in the hole, you have the two holes being connected by this. And what happens is, you feed the fire in that one pit, and the smoke and heat all goes up to the other one, but it tends to make a fire with less smoke. So if you need to cook you need to have a fire. You didn't want people to see the smoke. That's what you could do. They could smell it though. But the idea is having this two-pit system. I believe is you would get better combustion. So, but whatever you're heating up is still going to smell. Of course, unless you're just doing heating up water to purify it, then people would just smell the wood burning. But there we go. Boston baked. No, sorry, B&M. A New England tradition brown bread original, and it tastes very good. And like I say, especially if you like molasses.